late stream. We are back in FiveM VitalRP, starting day 7 of our towing job. Once again, the only one here. Seems to happen quite a bit. It's all good though. People will be on pretty soon, about an hour or so. I'm surprised my other two colleagues that are normally here with me aren't on. How many cops are on? Oh, all of them. All of them are on. What the frick? They had to have stole this from an NPC because you can't even get this. This is the truck I have in the other city. I wish you could get it in here. You're all right. That's my good girl. Don't get out of your mind your business, boy. Uriah, leave it. I said leave it. Stop it, Uriah. Boy, leave my pillow alone, please. Why are you messing with it? Sound like you better leave your sissy alone, too. Her sounds a little bit grumpy. tengo que del boo boo. Yeah, tengo que del boo boo. Good baby. Yeah, so you're good baby. I know he's being a hellion, and thank you for that murder in your little. You can tell him, please don't kill him. Uriah? I don't know what part of that is confusing to you. That means leave her alone. You already know she'll light you up. She found your little squeaker 2 times this morning. You found his little inner squeaker 2 times this morning, didn't you? Made him cry. Yeah, you made him cry. He's a little punk anyway, isn't he? He's just a little punk anyway. A cute little punk, real punk. Alright, good girl. Take a break for a minute. Yeah, you can take a break for a minute. I appreciate you, though. You're a good baby. Cop, turn it off, man. I swear if I was his chief, I'd fire him right now. Good grief. What? Hook and book.
Yeah, mate, we've got an illegally parked car at the Fleeca Branch, Legion Square.
Up where now?
Fleeca Branch, Legion Square.
What's the exact postal? I'm sitting in the parking lot at Legion Square.
Oh, literally 206, like literally on the opposite side.
All right, heading that way.
Yeah, he's parked on the red, so.
All right, thank you.
No worries.
I got nothing better to do, so I'm gonna bug hook and book over a illegally parked NPC car. He said opposite side. Wait a minute, 206. I probably should have looked. No, I'm going the right way. Okay. And look, vehicles will be deleted in 3 minutes. You couldn't have waited 3 minutes. Definitely got one illegally. That's the Fleeca Bank. I wonder if they got caught. Sorry about your luck there, brother. Gotta do it. What? And anybody else see that bike just bounce in the air twice? Y'all need some Jesus up in here. What is going on in here? Welcome to whoever joined. Yeah, you better slow down. I saw that vehicle turn the corner way back there and then slow way down when they saw that cop sitting in the middle. It's just like in real life. You see that cop, you're like, woo! Not so fast now. I wish I knew how to zoom. Here's somebody coming. I hear the. Oh, there's that car. Here's that guy again. You know, I go pull out and go get him. Look, I'm enjoying my donut. Can't chase now. Donut eating. No, you just came in. You just came in. Stop trying to tell me what to do, little girl. You're all right. Man, I took a bath earlier. That sounds funny. Normally I shower, in other words. I haven't taken a bath in a long time. I can't remember last time I sat down and soaked in a tub. Probably like a couple of years ago when I was really sick or something. But, phew, man, that felt good. Just to soak my bones. Shower is just like, wham, bam, see you again next time. But sitting down in the bath and soaking for a bit, that was relaxing. Wish I could figure out how to move the bathtub down here instead of having to go up there to do it. All I got's a walk-in shower down here. That car or van slowed down too when they saw the cop there. People were a trip. That's that bike again, I think. That's what it was last, unless that thing has the same horn. It looks like the Ghostbuster car. Wonder if that's what that's supposed to be. Girl, go lay down. You're gonna stop trying to tell me what to do. You're very cute and I love you. Yes, you very cute and Daddy loves her. But we're not doing that right now. I'm sorry. Boy, they got me on my route today. It paid good. It was $121, but it was 44 stops. And it took 2 hours and 50 minutes to do. Some of them towards the end, like the last 14 or 15 were pretty spread. I'm going off duty. Hook 'em, Buck.
Hello, I think my car's in your impound, and it has been for like 2 weeks. I think two of my cars, sorry.
So you wanting to just meet down there and pay the invoices and have them transferred, or like one of them transferred and one of them right there so you can drive it?
Both of them transferred, preferably.
All right. How long will it take you to get down there?
I'm here right now.
All right, I'm at Legion. I'm heading that way.
I appreciate it.
No problem. Whoa, let's don't hit that. Where did Piggy go? He snuck out of there. I didn't even see it. Oh, we made that late. Just barely. Excuse me. What do you mean it wasn't green? I saw my green lights on it. See? Look, it's all lit up green. How's it going? Alright, so let's get the invoice first. Hang on. You said two of them, right?
Yeah. Do you need the license plate?
Alright, which one are you?
Aiden G.
Alright, thank you. And yeah, I'm ready for license plates.
Yeah, I just put it in your top left.
In the top left.
Yeah, in your skybox.
Hold on, I didn't see it.
Yeah, if you flex your L muscle, you should be able to see it. Yo, turn that car off, it's so loud.
4BW2 and 6N05. 4BW2 and 6N05. 4BW2 6N05. I'm not seeing either. Oh, there's that one. 4B72. W2. Yeah. All right, brother. They're both back in your garage wherever they were last.
They're back where they were last.
Yeah, it puts them in the last garage they were spawned at.
Alright, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Y'all be safe.
Can you let me out?
Oh, did it lock?
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
Over.
That's a player. Ooh, almost went one too early. Wish James would show up. He gonna do it again. Well, he got a fire hydrant. Damn. I did not do that. Whatever is going on, I don't know. I don't even know what I pressed for this view. There we go. And they're not paying very well. I didn't tell you to start anything. I hate that it does that when you get in. Here's the engine for the engine swap. These actually go with the other truck, but I didn't have room to put it in it. I can't believe they changed the spray paint to only gangs can spray paint now. Because me putting my name, Wyatt, I mean, I know other people were doing other things, but come on. Then take the spray paint, the ability for me to find spray paint in the trash cans away. Because what do I need 26 cans of spray paint for? Do I really believe gangs are going to buy them? They can just go to the store and buy them. That was, I don't know. Just some of the little micro control things that these cities do is kind of annoying. Down to every little detail like that. It's not necessary. If it's something that's available to do, it should be available to do. Oh, Piglet. Oh, he's going to this side now. Man, you can't block the entrance like that, dude. What do you think you're doing? Oh, he's looking at those people. I'm sure he saw that too, but what is going on with those people? Yeah, it's the building. Stop. I told you no. No. That was nice. The way he reversed and spun and went right up the street. He looked like he meant to do that. Yeah, that dude's probably like, man, get out of the way, pig. He's like right there clogging the entrance. He was blocking it, but I love the way these people keep flying by and then they see them and they're like, slow down. Dude, yeah, get out from... The cop needs red lights. Maybe that's not a cop car. It looked like it had the emblem on the side. It's not. It's a Mustang. Or something. What? I can't do nothing. Hook and book.
Hey, I just got a question. Um, if another tow company impounded a car, do we have to wait for them to be open or can anybody get it out?
You have to wait for them unless they marked it retrievable by owner.
Oh, crap. All right, because he's been waiting for a week and Southside has not been open to get his two.
Well, you know, what's weird is they were here last night because he slammed into some guy's car so hard with his tow truck that I had to come get it and tow it to a repair shop. And then later somebody said that he impounded their vehicle and then went out of city and they weren't able to get theirs last night. So
Yeah, they now have two of his cars, and I've been trying to call because he's deaf, and I can't get his cars because every time we're in city, they're not, and I would like his cars back.
it's really frustrating for us, and our boss is starting to get pretty mad because we have the contract for the entire city. The police department is supposed to call us. You know, if we find vehicles abandoned, we're supposed to get them, but somehow they weaseled their way in, and yeah, they're not real happy about it.
How would he find out if it says retrievable by owner?
I think it would say right underneath of it when it says impounded, it would say retrievable by owner anytime or for pickup or something like that.
Okay, I'll have him check. All right, oh God, I'm gonna have to keep checking my damn phone so he can get these cars out. One of them's been in for a week, over a week.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't help you on that. A lot of people are complaining about them. Us as well.
Okay, no problem.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Yep, bye.
Yeah, they're making a lot of people mad. Like I said, including my boss, or bosses. That is. They're not even really supposed to be operating, to be honest with you. They're not supposed to be getting police calls, but the police are just as crooked. The police have an impound lot too, and we found out that they've been, rather than calling us, like the contract says with the city, they're impounding them themselves, and which means somebody's getting the impound fees. If that ain't crooked, I don't know what is, man. And same thing, if you can't find the cops online or one that knows how to do that, get your vehicle out if it wasn't retrievable by owner. Good luck. Kind of annoying. Well, it's more than kind of annoying, it's a lot annoying. You don't see me spawning police cars and trying to go play cop and taking their job, do you? No, you don't. Because that would get me banned. They're not supposed to be doing our jobs either. Everybody has a role in the city. Companies and entities, if you will. Good grief. Y'all sucked a lot of fuel this time, but you are up over 30,000. Again, they were at 12 last time I checked. At least I did the right thing. I hate waiting for that camera to turn around for you. No, but I follow him. Help me! No! You do it. I need to make sure this compound is locked. I came here yesterday, and somebody had left our building unlocked. You saw, well, I guess they could at the gate, though. You saw how that guy jumped up over when I accidentally locked the impound lock gate. They could do the same thing here and walk right up to this door and just go in. Okay, it's locked. I don't need to mess with it. Don't need anything from in there. I buy my own stuff. Speaking of which, I need repair kits and cleaning kits. Meh, meh. Horn blows, how about your mama? Sister? Cousin? I hate when I do dumb stuff like that. I left my lights going. I gotta hear. How do you keep getting it Legion Square? How? I don't understand this. Just so you can take my money, then fine, I'll ride the Maybetsu then. Ooh. But if I do that, I need to take something out of the glove box. Yep. You can put that somewhere else. Oh no, we don't need to take this. We'll take the rat rod or something. Not quite that much brake. Man, that thing turns. Stops and turns on the guy. How's it going?
Hey,
Hey, I just need to get some cleaning kits and repair kits.
We don't sell repair kits.
Oh, wow. I thought all the shops did.
No, we don't sell repair kits. I can get you some cleaning kits, but we don't sell repair kits.
How much are your cleaning kits each?
Let me double check. Hold on a second.
You might want to look into doing that because we do mobile repairs. I work for Hook and Book. And we got to acquire repair kits from somewhere. I usually buy them from...
We do mobile repairs too, though.
Ah, got you. Yeah, I ain't trying to take business out of anybody's mouth. I just do what the boss says.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the spreadsheet. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. Thankfully, it's been kind of slow for calls tonight.
2,000 for 20.
All right, let me get that, please.
All right, let me get you charged, and then I'll go.
It's not bad. $100 a piece. I've been paying like $250 or $275 a piece for the cleaning kits. Repair kits are like $720 or $740. Do you know how to do that?
Hold on, it's being weird. I need to make sure that that's the price.
Roger
It's
that.
not- it says 40,000 when I put it in, and I don't know if that sounds high.
Well, for 20,
Hey, sorry to bother you. On the spreadsheet for cleaning kits, do you know how much we're charging? $100 per? Okay, so 2,000 for 20 is correct. All right, thank you. All right, bye.
yeah, it's a good deal.
All right, let me go and grab them for you.
Benny Boot.
I know some mech shops do sell them.
What's that? Awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries. You have a great day.
All right, you do the same.
Thank you.
That's weird because when it first walked up, it was like, yeah. Now it's got a girl's voice. Nice voice change it. Why can't you people just use the real voice? The world is confusing. I don't know what I'm talking to. Packing them
very
bowl.
nuts.
What's that?
They're very nuts.
Yeah, right. Yeah, when the female character at the mechanic shop first came up, I heard, yeah. Maybe that was you or something.
That was me.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense.
I was like, I thought you were talking to me, and I'm like, yep.
Hang on just a second. Let me get over here and cut this car off because that truck gets so noisy. I put that giant LT4 V8 in it and just side pipes and that motherfucker is nasty. Oh, dude. I want to tell you something, but I don't want to say it on stream. I'll have to tell you in a little bit or something.
Yep.
Trip freaked out again. Remember how he took off? Yeah, how he took off the last time.
Yep.
Yep. He's doing that again. I guess because we weren't playing Battlefield with him for a week. It's like, dude. First of all, I didn't even see you in there. Well, I did, like, after I was already in a game. All of a sudden, Trip Killer comes, online and goes in there. But I was playing something. So, anyway, like I said, I don't want to get into it too much. That's not the time or place to talk about it on stream, but people never cease to amaze me. I'll just leave it at that for now.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, the place me and your brother worked got me good today. I took a route. Yeah, I took a route because it was $121. But boy, in those 4 and 4.5 hour routes, I told you it usually takes me about an hour and a half max. It was 2 hours and 50 minutes of the 4.5 hours, man. Because the last the last 18 stops were like spread way out in the country, man. I was mad. I was like, yeah, you got me this time. And going further and further and further, not only away from home, but away from the, the opposite direction from home, from the station. I was like, daggone it. Because I was like an hour and 42 minutes from home when I finished.
And how much you make for that?
$121.
For that long of a ride?
Well, even if it took 3 hours, that's $40 an hour.
Oh.
But once
I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, once you take 10, 15 for gas out, because even the Subaru that you're driving that many miles, that's probably what you'll use. But it's still like 105, so it's worth it. But it's just I don't like when they go that far out like that. They've been kind of abusing that here lately. Like I had 2 weeks ago, I had a stop that was 36 miles from the previous stop. And then last week I had one that was 26 miles, and then 2 stops later on the same route, 18 miles. They're not supposed to go more than 12 miles between stops. And they used to abuse it like that. Like as long as it was under 12 miles, they'd spread you all the way down, US 250 in the Churchville and stuff, and way on out there. But anyway, Amazon stopped them from doing that, and now somehow they're getting away with doing that. Because like I said, I had that one 2 weeks ago that was 38 miles. It was not only a different town, it was a different freaking county. I went from Greene County to Orange County. It's like, nah, that ain't supposed to happen. It should be in a general area, not 2 different areas that far apart.
Mm-hmm.
I actually filed a complaint with Amazon on that one about the station doing that, because they're the ones making the route. It's when they do the crash sort. Like, that happens when either a driver quits or doesn't show up. And they take that big, 200 stop route that a van driver has and break it down into, like, 5 flex routes that are, or more, anywhere from 20 to 40 stops.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do that, they have to make the route, So, yeah, they abuse it. Anyway, yesterday's wasn't too bad. I had a 4.5 hour route that paid $119, and it only took me an hour and 56 minutes, not even 2 hours. And most of it was like all in one big neighborhood. I did like the first 30 of 38 stops, and shoot, I think it was an hour or hour and 6 minutes, something like that. And then the other 50 minutes was the other ones that were still close, but 2.8 miles, 3.4 miles, between each other. And that takes time.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that wasn't too bad, but the one today sucked. Uriah, by the time we were finished, man, I could tell he never stands up. He sits or lays down the entire time. And he was standing on, all fours, and he just had this weird look. I was like, you get ready to poop yourself, ain't you? So I stopped, and I'm telling you, man, as soon as his feet hit the grass, he was already hunched over and butt puckering, and next thing you know, he's putting a Uriah heap out there. Yeah, I could tell, man, something was wrong. We had been out there, for, like I said, almost 3 hours. It never takes us that long, so... It was different for him, too. By then, we'd have been home, and he'd already pooped when we got home. But, yeah, he did all right, but I could tell something was up. The other thing is I gave him a chunkin nugget. So probably the grease in that probably, loosened him up a little bit. Because they don't normally eat people food, let alone greasy stuff.
Yep.
I had some dude, it was funny, man, he come out trying to act all tough. But then, like, after standing in my presence and watching my reaction to his trying to act tough, I noticed he was, like, visibly shaking. I was like, man, he's scared. Anyway, I pull up to this house. Like I do, my job is to deliver packages in my car. Anyway, I pull up in his driveway. I get out. I park at the garage, where their cars are parked. I walk up the sidewalk to the front door because it said front door, front porch, receive. So I walk up there, put the package down. I heard a dog barking in the backyard. The garage door was open. I didn't see. I did look towards the garage to make sure there wasn't a dog charging me, and it never came out, so I didn't think anything of it. But as I come back to my car, he's standing there holding a Australian cattle dog that's still kind of like snarling. He's like, you need to be careful. There's a dog out here. I said, well, in all fairness, I said, when you expect people to bring packages to your door, the dog should be up. Like that. I didn't say it rudely. I just said it matter-of-factly. And he goes, they don't ever pull in my driveway. You like you did right here. And he said it just like that. He was already starting to get all shaky and pointing at my car and where I was parked. He said, they park out on the street and walk across the front yard. I said, well, see, that's the opposite of what I do. I said, I don't walk across people's grass because a lot of people get upset about that. Because these people use lawn care services and shit that treat the grass. Some people literally get seriously up. They have little signs that say, keep off the grass. So as a practice, we're not supposed to cross the grass like that. If there's a driveway and a sidewalk, that's what we're supposed to do. So I'm sorry that the other people don't normally pull in your driveway. I didn't say all this. This is what I'm thinking. But I was like, well, sir, I'm sorry. I said, I definitely didn't mean to upset you. He goes, well, we don't have to make nothing of this. And that's when I saw he was all shaking. I said, well, I'm fine. I said, again, didn't mean to upset you. I said, your package is on the front porch. Have a good day. But I was like, man, are you freaking kidding me? You going to come out here and get on me because I pulled in your driveway to deliver a package that you expected to be delivered? Are you fucking kidding me, man? You fucking mental midget. People just, like I said, never cease to amaze me, man. How freaking selfish, arrogant, just inept they are. How fucking dumb are you, dude? And seriously, it's a damn good thing your dog didn't come at me, because it'd be gumming its fucking food from here out, man. I will beat the fucking teeth out your dog and you. God, man. And I try to, I got to be nice to these people while they're sitting there acting like that to me.
Yep. You just gotta sit back and just give them a smile.
Yeah, that's what I did. You know, and apologized for upsetting him and all that. But it's like, what the fuck is wrong with your brain, man? That you're gonna even come at me with something stupid like that. You know, by law, your dog's not supposed to be loose anyway. It's either supposed to be in a pen or on a chain or on a leash. That's statewide. That's why my dogs don't just run loose. When I walk them down to the river, yeah, I let him off the leash to run in my field or swim in the river. And then they go right back on the leash and walk back to the house. And when they're outside here, they're on chains. Well, she's on a chain, he's on a leash.
Yep.
I don't let my dogs just run amok like that. And I've said it a million times, man. People don't take seriously how much of a liability a dog is. You might think it's neat that your dog's being all protective of your home, but when your dog actually does bite somebody, and I can tell you this for a fact because of how many of my colleagues have been bit, working there, and have been paid big time. And every single time, man, this is the saddest part about it. Every single time, they destroy the dog. The dog is doing what you encouraged him to do. He don't understand, that he did wrong. He just bit somebody because they were in his yard. Now they come and they seize your dog. They put it in quarantine for 30 days. And I'm telling you, man, they sit there and prod the pin to try to see if your dog's going to have an aggressive reaction. And of course they are. They're in a strange place. Yeah, they're in a strange place, locked in a cage around strangers that are poking stuff at them. Of course they're going to get aggressive, and then they rule it as an aggressive dog and they destroy it. So, I mean, how is all that really fucking worth it to you to get sued your ass, monetarily, and for your family to lose their pet? People are just fucking stupid, man. And again, the biggest takeaway from it, you sat on your ass and ordered a package and expected it to be delivered to your front door, and then want to get stupid about somebody coming in your yard to deliver the package to your front door.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. In whatever orientation feels right. Sideways, upside down, I don't give a shit. And yeah, stream, sorry about all that, but sometimes you just gotta let that out. I've been carrying that around since all day since that happened. That was like my 5th or 6th stop of 44 stops today. I was like, man, this motherfucker trying to ruin my attitude the whole rest of the day. That's the funniest part is eventually Yuri's gonna get big. He already stands up and is just staring every time a dog barks at me when I get out at somebody's house. So far he's not acting aggressive, but when he starts feeling like somebody's being threatened, with his daddy, I hope the windows can hold him. That's all I can say. Because that big knucklehead will come right through it. He was so freaking cute at Tractor Supply yesterday, bro. That's the first time I've ever taken him in when he was teeny tiny puppy, but he don't know that. It wasn't like he got to get down and walk around and smell stuff. But he went with me yesterday morning early, like at 8 o'clock when they opened, to get their dog food and treats. And that's the first time. That's the first time he's ever been out on a parking lot. I've parked along the side of the road, and he's got out the car, walked around the back of the car, and then right onto grass to go bathroom. But he's never crossed a parking lot. So we get out the car. I'm walking him on the leash, and dude, he is just all squatted down with, all unsure, just got this real weird look, and he's looking at the ground, looking at me, and looking at the ground, take a couple steps, look at the ground, look at me, like, what is wrong with this grass? It was funny, man. But then we get to the front of the store, and the fucking automatic sliding doors, the first one opens, he just plops flat as he can on his belly, legs all sprawled out, like, I don't know what that is, but nope, I don't want any part of that. I'm like, it's all right, come on. And I'm tugging the leash, so he gets up and he runs through it real quick. Well, then the one, 8 more feet, there's the second one that actually goes right into the store. So that one opens, plop, right to his belly again, like, nope. And the guy running the register right inside the door, he turned around and saw it, and he started laughing. He's like, are you scared, little buddy? And as soon as he did that, Yuri jumped up and starts wiggling, because anybody that gives him attention, he's all about that. So he went running on through the door, and he was fine. But, oh, my God, dude. Every stack of food, whether it was bird food, horse food, dog food, cat food, chicken food, didn't matter. He had to smell everything in that fucking store, dude. He was a trip. And everybody that saw him, wanted to give him attention, and he's always about that. So even the ones that didn't notice him, he's looking at them all wiggling like, hey, hey, hey. He's a trip. He's definitely a ladies' boy, too. He loves when the ladies are like, oh, my gosh, you're so cute. And that little motherfucker's wiggling so hard, he's about to break. I was like, yeah, she's a good one. Get her. That's a good looking one. Win her over. He really is a cute puppy, though. Ain't no wonder he gets the attention he does. Even my mom, she's not a fan of pit bulls, but she's just infatuated with him ever since I mean, they don't live here. They live in Texas, but she's like, send me another picture of Yuri. I want to see how big he's getting. She asks me every week.
But pit bulls are pretty protective over shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm encouraging those things in the right way and redirecting the behavior like towards toys and stuff like that, and then calling him off of it, so that I know that if he goes at something, that he will listen when I call him off of it. So that is one of the most important things that you got to drill home when they're little like this, man, because it's harder to get them to do that the older they get. They get, kind of set in their ways, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't have that kind of guidance and discipline from early on, you could have a troubled dog. And you definitely don't want that with a pit bull. That's the problem, is they already got such a bad name. I've been raising pit bulls for over 3 decades just to prove people wrong. Oh, yeah, such a vicious dog. My dogs are like rolling over on the back like, get my belly. Or just wiggling so hard that you can tell there's not a mean streak in them at the moment. They just want love and attention. Everybody is always known it.
Just like ours.
Yep. It's how you raise them. You raise them with love. They try to love everybody, and you don't need to make them mean, because dogs and babies are the best natural judges of character on the planet. If there is a bad person in their presence, they will let you know. Because like I said, they want to love everybody if you raise them with love, but then they get to that person and you'll notice their body language and everything is just different. And there's something about that person I don't like. Yeah, and that's when you know. Only been a couple, maybe few people ever that my dogs have reacted like that about, but I trust it. I really do. there's something, you know, even if that person's just going through something, you know, it doesn't mean they're necessarily a bad person, but something in that moment is not right. When my best friend Rob was staying here, that's how I knew when he was on that shit. Because my dogs would go from they loved Rob and wanted attention from Rob to where they were acting weird and didn't want Rob around them. Like they would go in the other room and look into this room from that room. And I'm like, yep, he's on that shit.
That's bad.
Yep. Well, it don't matter now. He's dead, so. But that's how I always knew when he was here. I kind of knew anyway, or at least suspected, but you can't prove anything. But when your dogs start acting like that, you know, it's like, yeah, even they don't want to be around him at the moment. I know something's up. Hold on a second, B. I'm going to drive back to the tow shop and park my truck back up, and then I'm going to come out of here. Sound like I missed a gear for a second. Hold on, I'm going to sit for just a minute because I just got paid on the job, which means in just a second I'm going to get paid on all my truckers again, and then I'll leave. Because the clock started for both as soon as I came in the service, so if I got paid on the job, I should be getting paid by the truckers here in just a second. One of a kind tug. What is that? Once you start, you can't stop tugging. Grab yourself a tuggy special from our staff. I don't even want to know. It's not the vanilla unicorn though. It's Burger Shot of all places. They had some event at the Vanilla Unicorn a couple nights ago. First time I've seen that place open since I've been in the city. I still didn't go in it. I don't need to look at pixel titties. Anyway, got like several calls to come down there and tow illegally parked cars from the lot outside. And then when the third one was from a cop that was down there. There was some kind of active crime scene, and I think one of the criminals got shot and the other one, or the other two, got arrested and hauled off, and they wanted us to come and tow the car and impound it with a 4-hour hold or something like that and another fine. And I was like, yeah, whatever. You don't tell me, you know, what we, because my boss already told me the cops don't dictate to us. You know, they can put a hold on it, but they can't add a fine to it. Because where does the, you know, even if there is a fine added to it, when the people pay the invoice, that money goes to us. Nobody ever comes back and invoices us for the fine. So it's just, they're not supposed to do that. But anyway, the cop made me, or tried to make me, put a 4-hour hold and like another $8,000 fine. And it's like, we only charge $5,000 for towing, and you're going to put an $8,000 fine? I was like, okay, like that. But anyway, when I get down here to the impound lot, he shows up right behind me. He goes, and any car that gets towed from Vanilla Unicorn for the rest of the night gets an automatic 4-hour hold and an $8,000 fine. They don't want to let us in. I said, you know what, buddy? No. He said, what? And there he said, excuse me? I said, yeah, you don't tell me what to charge people. I said, we have a set price. I said, and if they don't want to let you in, take it up with your supervisor. Like that. So he got mad and sped off, but it's like, yeah, you don't, nah. I couldn't believe he was acting like a child because they wouldn't let a cop in uniform go into the titty bar. It's like, duh. So he wanted every car from then on the rest of the night to have the 4-hour hold and $8,000 fine. I was like, nah, we won't be doing that. They actually stopped calling us and started calling that Southside Tow. And I need to make sure my boss knows that's what precipitated it that night. That they started using Southside, the company that's not even supposed to be operating in this city. And the cops are using them even though we have the contract for the entire city. You know, my bosses did a lot, you know, when this city came to life, if you will, setting up the hook and book, not only the logos, but all the signs and billboards on the highways, the trucks, you know, just getting all that stuff straight, working out the contract with the city. And then they just willy-nilly, you know, basically start giving it to somebody that's not even supposed to be doing it. So, yeah, my bosses are pissed. But they never come on and do anything about it. So, or when they are on, we'll just say they're doing other things. They should be on now, to be honest with you, because he comes on usually around this time. I like doing other things. Nobody ever asks Wyatt to come do it. That's why I want to start my own gang, bro. I went and talked to
What's that?
I said, that's why I want to start my own gang in here. That's why I was telling you to get the daggone game the other day. I need people. Juddy's in the game now, but he's just got school this week. Got other commitments this week. Hey, my trucks never did pay. Oh well, let me get out of here. But anyway, stream. I do appreciate you joining if you did. I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely hope to catch you on the next one. The Virginian out.